Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Love or Pretend. For you, it's been 2 days. For me, it has been 84 years. Literally 84 years. I know I say that every time we start a new route in a game. If this is your first game here, hi, you'll hear this every time we start a new route. It's been like forever for me, because I like to record a route in the one game, a route in another game, back and forth, so I don't get confused, even though then I forget everything. Whatever we do, I'm never going to win at this. But yeah, it took me a little bit longer to record the other route than I was thinking, plus I had to take like 3 days off because I had a doctor's appointment and my mom was here, and like, I'm not allowed to drive because I black out. So, safe to not drive. Good, smart thing, right? So when my mom's here, I obviously can't record because, holy crap, do you see the shit that I say? You think I'm going to say that while my mom's downstairs? That's insane! Good lord, no. Anyway, so it's been a while and we're cutting it close because I'm pretty sure these have to start going up in like a week. And I'm usually like 2-3 weeks ahead on average, and sometimes I even get to be a month ahead. We are so behind. Anyway, we finished Kazuma's route the last time, and I do realize we probably should have read some of the side stories. I know we looked at them and I was like, well, some of the side stories have multiple characters, but I kind of feel like maybe I'm just thinking that like I regret not reading just the Kazuma specific ones, because there's Kazuma's feelings, and then after we do Harumi's route, there's going to be Harumi's feelings, and it's like, those kind of tie into the route, and we probably should have done them, but it's too late now. So we will do all those at the end, don't worry. I'm just now like, but, especially because then it would only be like maybe a couple, and then I think I might get more confused if we only did just the Kazuma ones after Kazuma, just the Harumi ones after Harumi, and then at the end do all the rest of them. They still say new, so I think it'd be easy enough to do, but we kind of failed and we didn't read Kazuma stuff, and there's really no point in, right now, just reading those 2 stories. And then, you know what I mean? So, it's okay. I know, it's going to be weird at the end when we finish the game to go through and read about Kazuma's feelings, but it'll give us a nice little refresher. Anyway, we are going to be starting Harumi, i.e. Makino's route. So, start a whole new game. Do you want to use the same name? Yes. And the prologue can be skipped. Skip prologue! Which I think we might be able to skip the pretend time too. But if we skip the prologue, I would assume it just skips the pretend time. Or maybe it asks us. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Although maybe for me, we should have just sped through it. Huh, where are we? What's going on? Oh, wait. Did we already read all this? Okay, we did. Okay, never mind. All right, so you can skip the prologue, but these you have to speed through. I was like, didn't we already read this? We did. Okay, cool. So, refresher. We gave our stuff to our professor. Choose an outcome. All right, we want to do all answers correct. All right. And then we meet Kazuma for the first time, so now we're hanging out with him, having the lovers, like, dessert thing, platter, whatever, fruit plate, whatever it was. I'd still do, like, goddamn, and there's Riku. I can't wait for his round. I can't. And then we come upon Makino. Meeting all the people, remembering our mom and the love story she wrote, and how all of my thoughts about our dad are wrong. Okay, can I? Nope. Why can't I skip this? Hello? Okay, well, sorry about that. First of all, the game wouldn't let me skip the credits, which is really freaking weird because, like the intro segment. Didn't we skip? Okay, I really do not freaking remember when we played Cosmo's Route, but I don't remember not being able to skip the intro song because they always let you skip the intro song, and no button I was pushing worked. But it was okay, because as soon as I reached over to be like, son of a bitch, now I gotta mute my thing, because it's always a copyrighted song, and I'm not trying to deal with that, you know? That's why I like to skip it. My recording software just crashed, because apparently my graphics card needed to be updated, so... I love how NVIDIA doesn't pop up and tell me, hey, you've got a new graphics card update! I just have to figure it out when my recording software crashes, and I'm like, what the you know what? It's probably my graphics card. Let me tell you, not pleasant times when it took me forever to kind of get into that pattern, because I'd always be like, why is my thing never working? And then it's like, okay, never mind, I got it now. This is how we do things here. Jackasses. Computer is an asshole. Anyway, so yeah. So, you didn't miss anything, and I'm gonna skip through. Go, take him up on what? Oh, okay. I'd appreciate that. Choice only available after clearing one route. I'd appreciate that. What are we taking him up on? Can I go back? Let's see. Gist of things. We go over the situation again before we arrive. Oh, okay. So we're just like he's... Okay, so I'd appreciate that. I don't think we can get to... Oh, okay. I guess we can. Oh, there we go. Are not dead, honey. I'm just so mad. I really wanted that theory to pan out, and it's like, I'm not your dad. Damn it! Man, there goes Spacey's theory. I have a feeling we're, like, never gonna find out who our dad is. They're just gonna be like, oh, that, right, whatever. That's not the point, really. It was the point of, that'll get us invested in this film, and then we're just going to forget about it, and it's never going to pan out, and it's going to be like, it's okay. It's about the relationships I made along the way. I mean, okay, fair, because, like, if you were searching for your dad, you may never find them. You know, it's not going to wrap up happily with a nice little bow like it's a TV sitcom, right? So, like, fair game, but also really weird that you brought that up as if it's, like, a major plot point, and you're just like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't just ignore it. Like, you know? Okay. Weird, but sure. I have a feeling that's the way it's gonna go. Because, like, where has there been any other character that's shown up? Or it's gonna just be written off like, oh, and then I found out my dad was someone who worked with my mom, and he also passed away a while ago, and then it's just gonna, like, feel just really lackluster and like a throwaway line, you know? Again, I don't think really finding our dad is actually the point, but it's weird that they made it a plot point that they're going to ignore, is all I'm saying. So, anyway, we're supposed to say, are you okay? I'm sorry if you can hear that loud, obnoxious noise. My washing machine is going, and now it's draining, and holy shit, it's extremely fucking loud. Oh my god. I should have... It doesn't look like it's registering. I hope you can't hear that. Anyway. You were put into such a fierce headlock earlier, so I was wondering... Headlock! A pro wrestling move! The wrestler will lock their opponent's head under their arm and squeeze the opponent's temples. If performed by an amateur, it'll usually choke the opponent, so caution is necessary. Oh my god. Is your neck alright? There's no need to worry. It happens all the time. You must have known each other for a long time then. And I... We've met on some of Director Makino's other sets. That's how you refer to your own father? I tilted my head in slight puzzlement at the way he referred to the director as if they were strangers. He really is pretty, I'm not gonna lie, especially when he's huffy, staring off to the side. He's definitely pretty. He's a little too on the lolly side for me, you know, he's like too adorable for me personally, but I do think he's pretty. If you're skipping pretend time, make sure to select all answers correct. Right, because this is where we're helping him get away from those girls, right? And they're like, oh my god, really? Oh my god, you're so cute, and your dad's like famous. Anyway. Excuse me? Oh, that's okay, never mind. I got very confused because I'm like, where the fuck? How are we down here? Because it gives you the answers for the pretend time. And my brain's not functioning properly today. I'm very sorry, but I'm running on like not as much sleep as my lazy ass needs for the last 2 days. So anyway, I'm assuming, are going to say Harumi. Riku Nishijima and Yukito Sena interest me the most, but I shouldn't choose someone purely for personal reasons. At a loss, I looked up from the applications. See, like, this sprite of him is really pretty. I like it. I made eye contact with Makino, who looked like his mind was elsewhere. Are these all of the candidates so far? Not particularly. There are individuals recommended by our sponsors as well as those who've reached out directly. I don't remember his voice, but like, does it matter? I don't remember any of them, so we're gonna get there. Like, I kind of remember the guys, but like... There are also some confirmed cast members like Hanai here. In that case, what about Makino? I mean, Harumi. Huh? Makino? Yes, I think he has the right look, so he could take on the role. Awkward. We are awkward. I think not. Harumi isn't cut out to be an actor. We'd just be wasting our time. Ouch. Aw! Look at his little sad face! Stop! You hurt his feelings! Oh, he's like a sad puppy. He's so precious when he's sad. Oh. Swear to God. Are all their sad, pathetic faces really going to be the death of me in this? Like, what has happened to me? Seriously? What? Oh my God. Did Variable Barricade do this to me, you guys? Is that true? Is this what happened? Just like, I like it when they cry now. What? What has happened in the last 8 years since we started playing these games? Well, it's probably more like 7 since we started playing Otome games, really. But like, seriously, what has happened? Or like, I like it when they cry. Oh, he's beautiful when he's sad. I mean, seriously. It's okay, I'll climb in the cage. Oh well. It is what it is. Embrace the change, Spacey. The director's tone broke no argument, and his son went silent. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I love his little sad face, though. Ichiro, your student's pretty bold, isn't she? Well, if Makino wants to participate, I'd be fine with it personally. But, Harumi, I'd like you to learn the joy of being a creator this time. Naturally, there'll be challenges ahead, while the sense of accomplishment at the end is second to none. Yes, sir. I can't believe I caused such an awkward vibe. I mean, seriously. The meeting went on for a while. And here we go, we can skip this. Yada, 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 hanging out with our hot professor. Now we're in the auditions. Hey, what's up, Kazuma? My response to Kazuma's smug boasting, not really. I can't say it. There's no way I can tell him that in spite of his everything, he actually looked cool for a moment. I love that, in spite of his, just everything. He kind of looked cool for once in his life. That is fucking cold, but I love it. Not really. You're still Kazuma, after all. Forget that. Don't do my makeup in the middle of the hallway. It's super embarrassing. Alright, stop hitting me. I can't believe this guy. Kazuma returned the blush to his case, then turned to me. Anyway. Oh, and there's his boss! With her strange alien head. Kind of unfortunate, because they made the boys pretty, and then frickin' what's-her-face gets kind of like, I like how politely decline is like the wrong answer for him, but please stop is the right answer for him, obviously. You know what I mean? Politely decline. And then now we have to do pretend time. Get up here with Riku. Are precious. I love him. All answers correct. Pretending with Riku. Pretending with Riku. Just to be a sister. I love him so much. You're welcome for my time. Anyway. Oh, I'm a pretty bitch. All answers correct for Yukito as well. His colors are so wrong, it's driving me bonkers. Yukito seems like he should be yellow to me. And like, Riku seems like he's blue. Kazuma, is he like actually like orange or red? Orange or red works for him, that's fine. Makino, I kind of feel like maybe should be purple. I feel purple. Yeah, maybe. You know. I mean, blue for Makino's okay too, but like, I don't know, Riku just screams blue maybe because his hair's like, I'm sure it's supposed to be black, but it's got that blue tinge, you know, so they make it blue in the game. He just seems blue to me because of the blue. I don't know. Also, for some reason, all the characters that get his voice just always seem to be blue. Maybe not always, but they're never yellow, so that just seems weird to me. Anyway, let him sleep, because we ain't trying to date him. He's beautiful when he sleeps. I'm gonna be doing a lot of skipping on this part. I gotta yawn. I'm so sorry. You're welcome for that. Okay, for a hot second, I was like, is there no volume in the game? Because holy shit. Oh my god, Norton, you and your pop-ups are killing Smalls. I'm gonna need you to, like, bite me. Call for Harumi. Right. At this rate, I'd probably have to watch them squabble all the way through our break. Nope, I'm out of here. Hey, Makino! Makino stopped and turned around. From the look on his face, I could tell he wanted to leave as badly as I did. Did you need something? But also, it's just this bright, vibrant blue seems at odds with like how pastel and everything he is. So I could see him being like a lighter green or even purple. You know what I'm saying? They need to flip the colors because it's driving me bonkers. Like, I almost kind of wish you could color code them yourself. Be like, pick a color for their box. Like, I'm gonna need a little bit of like that kind of like customization in my game. No, I wanted to chat with you about prep for the next lesson. Me? Yeah, so if we could just step outside. Come on! Huh? I practically shoved Makino out of the room. Man, there goes our cute little Ueda. Your master must think her loyal guard dog is a total drag. Speak for yourself. She's not my master. Can't hear them. Can't hear them. I swear it's just me and Makino here. No one else. Ah! As soon as I left the room, I heaved a sigh of exhaustion. Okay, no, we should be. That's what I thought. Feels like Kazuma and Sena are always butting heads. But maybe the fact that they go at it so much means they actually get along. I've heard that's a thing. Actually, ever since the day they met, they've been pretty open around each other. They both communicate pretty easily. It's in their nature. I still don't know what to talk about when I'm alone with Sena. Oh, but I get along pretty well with Makino now. At least I think so. So, what did you want to ask me? Sorry. That was, just an excuse to get out of there? I couldn't meet his eyes, and he let out a sigh. I figured. I can't say I don't understand how you feel. Sorry. I bowed deeply in apology. I'll deal with it myself next time. If you'll excuse me. Uh, hey, hold on a moment. Yes? I jumped at a sudden shout. Even if it was just a coincidence, I suppose this is as good a time as any. Hmm? There's actually a place I want to take you. Me? Yes. I need some advice, but you're pretty much the only one I can ask. Sure, I don't mind. I wonder what this is about. I am sorry, my washing machine is like so fucking loud. Oh my god. Why? Why? Why is it so goddamn loud? God. It's Jesus. It's like let's amplify. Are you recording? Let's do this. Like normally it's like but maybe it's because I'm always downstairs when I'm doing laundry. I just figured I would throw it in because I'm like, why not? It's not gonna be that bad. I was wrong. Makino led the way, and soon we arrived at our destination. A gift shop? Is this really where you wanted to take me? Yes, this is the place. Okay, then, what are we doing at a gift shop? The training camp only just started. Shouldn't you wait until the end to buy souvenirs? Makino brought a hand to his chin and frowned in consternation. So, you know how Hanai keeps the keys to our lodge during lessons to prevent burglaries? Yeah. He was complaining this morning that there are too many keys to keep track of. He needs some keychains so he can sort them by room, so he asked me to buy some. Couldn't you just buy any old keychains as long as you get the numbers right? No, I can't. If the designs overlap, it defeats the point of separating them. And, there are women on the crew, like you, Miss Ueda. There certainly are. I thought it might be better to buy cute ones for the women's rooms, but I don't want them to be weirded out by my choices. Oh, so that's what was bothering him. Makino squinted hard at a row of keychains. I smiled and picked up a shopping basket. I get it now. Let's pick them out together. Thank you, but we should try to get nice ones. Huh, I never knew keychains came in so many different designs. How interesting. There's everybody's favorite white cat. I see merch of it everywhere. Oh, that weird dragon always shows up in touristy spots, too. White Cat, a recognizable mascot character with fans worldwide. The countless licensed products featuring this adorable cat are sometimes quite unique and unusual. I don't know about a white cat, but like the first thing I thought of was Pusheen. But he's gray, so... She's gray? It's gray? I don't know. Weird dragon. A keychain with a dragon wrapped around a sword. The design is sometimes used for pens to make them look like swords. Cool. I think we should buy the ones from this series that's popular all over Japan. Also, these animals are... Wait, where's Makino? I looked around, but he was nowhere in sight. He just fucking ditched me? I walked around the store to find him. Eventually, I spotted him in front of a product display. This is awesome. The sign above him read, "All your favorite characters here." Is he still stuck between designs? Thinking he was having a hard time, I took a step closer. Oh my god. The CG's so adorable. Look at the glint in his eyes. It's insane. Oh, I love it. It's so funny. I can't find these anywhere in the city, but they've got a whole pile. And with no cap on how many you can buy, too. Should I buy them all? And no, that would make me no better than a scalper. Ugh, there's no time. Before Miss Ueda finds out, I better... Worst. I like how they show the little pop-up of us like, I can't hear him too well. Is he muttering to himself? I've never seen Makino with such a glint in his eye. I got a little closer and saw what he was holding. Is that a dog? Cat baby? Seriously, what is it? It looks like a little fox. It looks like a cutesy character of some kind. I know, but once we finish our business, I can run back here. No, wait. If I sell out before I get back, I'll regret it forever. He turns around and we're right there like, you're adorable. Makino seemed to be in anguish as he clutched the animal keychain. I approached him from behind and said, "Are you buying that too? Do you like it? Are you buying that too?" Okay, that's the right answer. Are you buying that too? Makino whipped around in a panic and hid his hand behind his back. Why'd you sneak up on me like that? Sorry? I didn't mean to scare you. Are you going to put keys on that keychain too? Huh? Was I wrong? No, you're right. I thought it looked perfect. I agree. Let's buy it then. This animal's pretty cute. I bet Kazuma would like this one, so maybe we could put his key... Absolutely not! Whoa! That's for my key. Only mine. Okay, then, let's go to the cashier right now. Oh, I should get a few extras, too. Extras? What kind of... He's already gone. He must be really into that keychain. Somewhat confused, I followed after Makino, basket in hand. I mean, girl, come on, let's not be stupid. You're like, oh, you know, Cosmo. No, only mine. Why? Like, you're like, oh my god, he likes this character. He's into this. And he's trying to hide it. Like, come on, girl, put the pieces together. You're not this stupid. You're just being purposefully oblivious right now. You're like, I'm just going to pretend. After we finished shopping, Makino offered me a polite bow. Thank you for keeping me company. Now I feel comfortable giving these to everyone. Of course, feel free to ask if you ever need anything else. We assistants should help each other out. I appreciate that. Well, I still have some tasks to attend to as the director's assistant, so I'll take my leave here. As I watched Makino depart, I was reminded of the warm smile he'd worn earlier. The first time I've ever seen him openly beaming. I hope I get to see him smile that way again. With that thought in mind, I too went back to work. Alright, and this is probably a few days later. We're still rehearsing, having fun, doing a good job. Talking about that movie, thinking Hanai might be our dad. Getting our spirits crushed by the end of that route. I'm kind of disappointed. It would have been so funny. Could you imagine? Especially in Cosmo's route when you're like, you're both very boisterous and like, oh dear God, you know. I gave them similar voices, so like, you know, whatever. Go to the lodge. Because we know the cafeteria was Kashima. So I wonder who's in the meeting room and who's in the clearing. I'm going to say meeting room is Riku and clearing is Sena. We'll see what happens when we get... I'm going to forget that by the time we get to the routes. Go to the lodge. What can I help with right now? I could clean someplace on my own or maybe help with dinner. What else? While I was thinking, I caught a glint out of the corner of my eye. What's that? Makino's key? I moved closer to pick it up and saw that it was a lodge room key and keychain. This looks vaguely familiar. That's for my key. Only mine. It belongs to Makino, right? If it really was his, he's probably worried. Keychain in hand, I headed to the lodge. Well, it's so kind of funny because, like, we need keys for our rooms, but when we're practicing, Hanai doesn't want anybody, like, breaking it, so he keeps all the keys. Why? Why is he keeping the keys to my room? Why can't I keep my own keys? I mean, I get it if it's like, oh, while I'm acting or doing scenes, it might be hard to have this on my hand. So, like, he keeps track of them wherever he, or like, oh, we're working in room A, so, you know, you're watching if you're taking, you know what I mean? It's just weird that it's like, I need to go to my room for a minute. Where the fuck is Hanai? 3 hours later, you find it. You know, it's just weird. I don't know. They're never going to explain that to us, though. Did he go this way? I looked around. Here he was, pale-faced and desperately rooting through his pockets. Wait, how? When? Hey, Makino? Are you looking for this? Whoa! You scared me. Wait, where'd you get that key? Found it on the floor after you walked by, so I thought it might be yours. Oh, I see. Sorry you had to bring it all this way. It's fine. I just happened to spot it. Actually, I owe you an apology. I've been messing up all day, so I'm sorry for the headaches. I bowed to Makino and he gave me a stern look. He's really angry at us. I made some pretty awful mistakes today. Again, I'm really sorry. Anyway, I'll see you later. Wait. Huh? I stopped and turned around. Oddly enough, Makino had stopped too. What is it? No, just, well, the weather sure is nice today. Oh, look at me, he's got his little sweet face, he's adorable. He is adorable. They did a good job. They're all kind of adorable, and the sprites are really good. They all have, like, versions that are, like, you're just like, I love this version. Kazuma being sad or angry. What do you... Makino's sad one's kind of cute, too, but, like this one's adorable. You're like, look, he's so precious. It's cloudy, though? Oh, look at his little pout face, too. They did a really good job with them. Is that all he's got? Makino opened and closed his mouth a few times before he finally spoke up. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to yawn. That's not what I meant to say. I'm not good with words, so, not sure how to put this. Yes? Looks like this could take a while. While Makino chewed on his words, I decided to carefully proceed with the topic. Oh! Save the game. Save. Oh, right. Okay, fuck, how was I doing this? I think all of our pretend times were like... Oh, wait. That's where we were saving all of our Kazuma stuff. Okay, so we'll save all of our Makino stuff here. Return. Yos. Okay. Okay. Pretend time. Okay. Pretend time! Mission! Get Harumi to admit what he's up to! As my washing machine is draining. I've been thinking back on what happened today. Oh, you have? Yes. It's important to, reflect on the things that happen each day. Makino then looked me straight in the eye as if he wanted to get something off his chest. When you hit a wall, you'll always find the right path if you step back and calmly examine yourself. Someone I looked up to said that once. Okay? What do you think, Miss Ueda? Huh? Well, it sounds like a wonderful adage. Right? So I was thinking that meditation could be a good way to do some self-reflection. He wants me to meditate? His proposal took me by surprise, but he seemed to be 100% serious about it. I'd never meditated before, though. I should say something. Harumi recommended that you meditate. Is that what you do? It must clear your mind. I suppose it could work. If you clear your mind first, you can better organize your thoughts. Ah, you think so too? Yep, it might be a good exercise when you really need to concentrate on something. I completely agree. Besides, self-reflection really sets the stage for awakening your true power. Is he a motivational speaker now? I have no clue what that means. Maybe he's trying to give me some advice after how weirdly I was acting today. For now, my answer seemed to satisfy Makino, so I left it at that. Anyway, I think they said something very wise. Sounds so impressive. Look inside yourself. Makino's eyes sparkled. You feel that way too? I do. If you can't keep your feelings in check, you'll end up like I did earlier. I chuckled bitterly as I recalled my mishaps. Makino looked down at the ground, brow furrowed. Then he met my eyes, resolve written on his face. He left me with one other good quote too. Another one? Yes, it's, sleep is the time to sharpen the mind's blade. The mind's blade? How about that one, Miss Ueda? What does it mean to you? I have a feeling Makino is trying to cheer me up in his own way. It's like really weird how he's just like throwing, what do you think about sleep sharpens the mind's blade? Wait, what? Like, we're having a weird fucking conversation. Are you on drugs, Harumi? Because I feel like you're on drugs right now. I might be on drugs too right now. What the hell is happening? It's like he's speaking in riddles, though. Exactly like he's on drugs. The ones that make you speak in riddles. What can I say to get on his wavelength? I contemplated the mysterious quote, noting the seriousness of his gaze. What does the quote mean? You should get enough sleep. Become a sharp blade. It's you should get enough sleep. I think I know what it means. Sleep is crucial to our health. If you try to skate by for days without enough sleep, you won't be able to keep your mind sharp and focus on work, right? Literally me today. Because yesterday I had to get the fuck up at like 6. Because I had a test at the doctor's at like 8. And like that was not fun. And then then you're tired. And even though I went to bed a little early last night, I still had to get up too early this morning because my mom was leaving. And I was like, I could actually sleep another hour. But my body was like, pink! Hi, I'm kind of awake now. And I regret that after by 9 o'clock in the morning. I was like, nope. And I couldn't take a nap at lunch because, like, I felt fine until, like, I was sitting on the couch and then I was like, it's like 12:30 and I think I'm going to fall asleep. And I'm like, God damn it, I have to go back to work in like 30 minutes. So, gonna take a nap a lunch nap. And we're really behind on recording, so I couldn't skip out another day. So, I'm sorry you have to deal with me yawning. Yes, exactly. That hits home. That hits home. Wow. Actually, I've been a little short on sleep myself. It's starting to affect my concentration here at work. I knew it. I woke up in the middle of the night and went for a walk. The lights were still on in your room, so I was wondering about that. Are you staring at my room? You're so swollen. Sorry, I'll try to go to bed earlier from now on. I don't imagine you'd stay up late without a good reason. He's quick. Of course, I'm not recommending that you continue to do it. But if you're saddled with too much work, please let me know. I know how hard it can be when they're pushing you beyond your limits. Sorry. You hear me? Okay. Makino turned away bashfully, though he seemed relieved. Well, I can't read. I think it's kind of cute. He's like, I know what it's like, so you better fucking tell me! You're pushy, Froll Cupcake. Like, I like it. Interesting. Did he be worried about me? I'm sure he is. Precious little purple hair way. Makino's gaze wandered around for a bit. Then he looked at me once more. Also, as someone else I looked up to once said, your necks must be stiff from looking up to all those people. If you can't laugh on your own, laugh with someone else. Ruby, the people you meet speak in like weird fucking riddles. You need new friends. People who talk in like normal words. And not in Wonderland quotes. Harumi, are you Alice? Did you go to Wonderland, sweetie? Did you fall down a rabbit hole? Are you okay? Does this one have a deeper meaning too? No, you don't have to think about it too hard. I think it just means that interacting with other people can make you feel better when you're in a rut. Is that so? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. He's saying I should talk to other people for a change of pace, I think. Makino fidgeted a little while I mulled over the words some more. Can't laugh on your own. Laugh with someone else, huh? What do you think about this quote? That makes me feel better. That happens sometimes. That makes me feel better. Come to think of it, I do feel better than I did earlier. Once I realized that, a smile naturally bloomed on my face. Well, I feel better after talking with you. Look at his little shock face. Whoever this person is, they might be right. Yes, I think it's great advice. He smiled shyly, and I returned it with a nod. I was wondering where all this came from, but it seems like Makino was just worried about me. And I feel like if they had made Makino like yellow, it might have worked better, because like his color palette is very pastel. You know what I mean? So him being this like bright blue is just kind of clashes with his palette for me. Like, I know it's weird to think that, but like Kazuma kind of blends like the blue for his like cards and stuff like that blend with him. Like Harumi's are just weird, and like I don't know, it's like even if he was yellow, if Sena stayed green, Sena still feels more yellow to me. I don't know. But if they made him like a lighter green, not like green, it might have been okay. Like, I don't know. He just needs like a lighter color. The pink vibes but with him better than the vibrant blue. I don't know. I was wondering where all this came from, but it seems like Makino was just worried about me. It's a weird thing to have an odd pet peeve about, okay? But I can't help it. Alright? I can't help it. Got some pet peeves. He had a roundabout way of expressing it, suggesting I meditate or get more sleep. It took a while for me to figure out what he meant because he'd been so vague. My smile grew as I looked at him. I'm sorry I made you worry. Thank you, Makino. It's not like I'm worried about you or anything. I just wanted to say that you shouldn't push yourself when you're under pressure. That's all. I know. I'll take better care of myself. As long as you understand, then good. Oh, also, do you mind if I come talk to you if I'm ever having a hard time? Huh? Well, if you're fine with it being me, then sure. His show of bashfulness made me a little giddy inside. She's like, I make him nervous. I'm into it. Pretend time complete. So even Makino's fretting about me. He's a little awkward, but he's a good person. Thank you again. I don't need your thanks. Why did you mess up so many times today anyway? Well, I can't tell him outright. I swallowed hard and forced a smile, giving the first excuse I could come up with. Just my little inferiority complex. But when I watch the pros work up close, I worry whether I'll ever be so competent. I worry whether I'll be able to speak properly ever. Oh, but I know that you and Kazuma are both doing your best, so I should strive to do the same. I'll work hard to make this a great film. It'd be great if you could cheer me on. Was it something I said? Oh, it's nothing. We better get back to the lesson room. There might be something else we can prep for. Oh, of course. I need to apologize to my professor, too. Thanks to Makino, I felt a little better. The two of us walked side by side back to the lesson room. Weren't we having a little freak out about our dad? I mean, I can't quite remember. It was the movie and watching it with everybody. And oh, right, because wasn't that when Hanai and Asagi we were going to watch the movie and we found out that his dad was our mom's mentor or whatever. Right. I believe that was what we were freaking out. He could be my brother! He's not, because we're going to bone him later, so. Ask someone for advice. Oh, right. My options were Kazuma or Makino. Directing and screenwriting are two sides of the same coin. They depend on each other. I should approach Makino first about what kind of script to write. With that in mind, I headed to his personal room at the lodge. And we would normally, the common route save file, but we're going to skip that because we've already done the common route bad ending, and there's only one, so I'm not going to worry about a save file for that. I knocked on the door and waited for an answer. Hello? Makino? Inside, I found him slumped over his desk. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Are you asleep? No, are you sick? Well, let me take you to the infirmary, or... Wait, should I call someone first? Nothing's wrong. Stop it. Goodness. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about... Okay, so should I call someone then? How? How are you so calm right now? Huh? All this pressure is killing my stomach. I mean, I felt the same way right after the meeting. It's like the way you feel calmer at a haunted house if the person beside you scared silly. Jealous of how brash you can be. Rude? I don't have time to beat around the bush. Listen, Makino. Huh? I took a deep breath, holding his gaze. If the director's out of commission, we won't have a film to make in the first place. I need him to snap out of it, even if it means dishing out some tough love. Slap! Sorry, I scared the bird. I'm sorry, buddy, I scared you. Save the game. Safe. I'm sorry, didn't mean to scare you. He's a good boy. Alright, you go back and take naps, okay? I know, it's okay. I'm so sorry, didn't mean to scare you, People. No, don't tweet the headset. Pretend time! We can't focus on you, I'm sorry, the pretend times. Mission! Give Harumi the courage to overcome the pressure! I know what it's like to be anxious, but we don't have much time. I think Mr. Hanai's team's already getting a move on. We should at least start working on the script. I'm painfully aware of how little time we have. Then let's... But aren't you afraid, Miss Ueda? Afraid? Why? Just the right conditions to bring out an actor's skills, especially the directing and the script. Let me put it in this way. No matter how famous the actor is, won't be able to shine if the script is bad. Their success or failure is riding on how well you write the short film. It's going to affect people's lives. What if someone fails because your script didn't give them a chance to prove themselves? They'll bear a grudge against you, of course, and you'll regret it. So how can you not be afraid in this situation? Frankly, Are you scared? I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared. Of course I'm scared. I'd feel terrible if an otherwise great actor didn't make the cut because of my script. It could also have an effect on the quality of the movie. But I interjected before he could continue his spiral. Just as there's a chance things could go wrong, things could go well too. Right now, I think I should be doing whatever I can to make sure it turns out great. Then Makino looked at me in an almost avoidant way, as if I were blindingly bright. You're more forward-thinking than I expected. In fact, you're so positive it annoys me. And he's saying that with such an adorable look on his face. Positively annoying, you mean? Sorry, I meant it as a compliment. Unfortunately, neither of those sounded very complimentary, sir. You seem so out of it lately. Now you've got an abundance of energy. Were you worried about me? Not really. Even if I was, it's not like I could have done anything to help you. Hey, that's not true! Is it just me, or is he relaxing a little? Initially, I was worried about his negativity, but he seemed to smile a little the more we talked. Anyway, let's just take it one step at a time. Okay. I can't escape, then I have to face this somehow. Correct. I'll give you the best script I can, so I hope you'll back me up. Do this. I'm sure it'll be fine. After all, how will you cheer Harumi up? You're the director's son. We're not alone. More people work on a movie than just the director and the screenwriter, you know? That's true. Director, screenwriter, camera crew, sound designer, and so on. Films are the fruit of everyone's labor. While the director does have the most responsibility, you don't have to take it all upon yourself. I'm impressed. Earlier I said you were annoyingly positive, but let me correct myself. The worries you have are so silly, you're positive to a fault. That sounds even worse! Hardly. It's sincere praise. Is it really? I feel a little better thanks to you. I'm lacking in experience, and the actors are meant to make up for that. It may be a bit early to despair before anything's even started. Exactly! When he looks at us like this, it's, oh, never mind, you missed it. Unless you were already looking, but when he looks with that little endearing smile, I like it. I like that look. I like that look on his sprite, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, you're precious. Makino heaved a sigh. I guess I have to do this. It doesn't matter what I want. Oh, Do you think you can, though? I don't have a choice. Whether I like it or not, I've watched the director work up close. Obviously, I don't expect to come close to emulating the great Yuzo Makino. Even so, I'll do what I can. I owe it to the people who are working hard to be in this movie. Glad to hear that. If Makino feels motivated, then I can focus on the script. There's just one thing bothering me. Pardon me, Makino. What is it now? I'm sorry if I got the wrong idea, but I had a hunch about something based on our conversation, but I felt I had to ask. Does Makino... What struck you about your chat with Harumi? He dislikes working in film. He hates the director. He dislikes working in film. Are you not a fan of this industry? Or, well, do you dislike working in film? Oh, a little shock eyebrow. It's that subtle, slightly bigger eyebrow raised look than the previous sprite. It's just cool they make subtle differences. Perhaps you actually hate it? Still getting used to those upfront questions of yours. Sorry about that. I've been wondering about it for a while, actually. It was really nagging at me. I can say for certain that I don't hate movies themselves. Film's a wonderful medium that can stir up emotions in people all over the world. Ah, is that so? I'm glad to hear... However, well, if you ask me whether I love making films, I'd have to say no. Oh? Makino laughed bitterly and stared off into the distance. Personally, I'd say this industry is full of stubborn, narrow-minded people. Movies, live-action movies, that is, are a great form of entertainment, sure. But there's plenty of other media out there that can really move people. Too many people see a film as the pinnacle of entertainment. Director is one of them. I've learned something today. Makino has complex feelings about filmmaking as well as his father, the director. It's nothing so simple as hatred. Maybe he has qualms about the director's fixation on his movies. Pretend time complete! I might have gotten him a little mixed up with all my prying. Now I have to help him collect himself. Image. Based on what you've told me, you're not feeling fulfilled working on movies. Could it be that you don't want to become a film director? That's right. Actually, I don't recall ever saying I did. But, when we first met, you introduced yourself as the director's assistant. Is it weird that I got the idea you were aiming to become a director, especially since your father sits at the top of the industry? Your notion that he's at the top of the industry is wrong to begin with. Makino sighed before continuing, his voice steady. And there are people in the film industry, my father included, make light of all other forms of media. Ah, right. I've heard people do that. Some people say regular books are only good for adapting to screenplays. There's also the claim that theater is a restrictive, inferior medium. Honestly, I feel like there are people that can do stage and film, but just because you're good on film doesn't mean you're going to be good on the stage. It's definitely two different mediums, you know what I mean? And a film actor and a stage actor, like, yes, there can be crossovers, but I definitely feel like if you're really good at being a stage actor, you probably could manage being a film actor. But just because you're a good film actor doesn't mean you'll be a good stage actor. Because, like, in film, they can get a close-up on you and you can see your facial expression. But on the stage, you have to emote everything in your actions and your voice. You know what I mean? You can't rely on your facial expressions because people in the back can't fucking see that shit. You know? And, like, like, in a movie, you could be like, I'm not the best actor, but there's so much action that it can overshadow it. But, like, if you suck on stage, you're gonna fuck up everything. Like, I don't know. I just feel like being a stage actor would be so much harder. And also, you're a film actor. You fuck up a couple. It's okay. Do it again. You know what I mean? You have multiple takes. Sure, you can't be constantly fucking up because then you're wasting time, effort, and money. But you can make mistakes and redo scenes. Whereas if you fuck up on the stage, you just fucked up on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, it's a one shot. You have one fucking shot. So, you know, it's not something you can redo. I mean, you redo it the next night, but then everyone's like, did you see that? He tripped, man. You know, so I think being a stage actor would be far more difficult. And it's just kind of funny that people in film would think this, like, oh yeah, theater is, I mean, restrictive, I can understand. There are more restrictions in film. You can't use a lot of CGI, on stage. You can't use a lot of CGI on stage. You have to be a little more creative with how you're presenting the concepts, right? But inferior? I don't know. I think you'd actually have to be a little superior because on film, you can make anything happen. I want aliens. Oh, sure, there's somebody that can pop up some CGI aliens and shit, and on stage, you have to rely on costuming and makeup and, like, prop design, and, like, that's gonna take a little bit more. You know? Like, think about it, the modern Jurassic Park movies. Like, look at all the CGI dinosaurs. Uh-huh. But the puppet dinosaurs from the originals? Like, that shit was, like, legit. It was so much better because they used practical effects instead of just CGI. You know? Even if you, like, fluff up, like, okay, we have a puppet dinosaur and it looks a little weird, but then we pop up the CGI. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I think it's all, like, I definitely think it's hard for actors to act with CGI when you're like, I am looking at a green square and I have to pretend it's a thing I'm talking to. That's a little difficult, but, you know. You can definitely do more with film than you can do with stage. So, restrictive, yes. Inferior? No, I don't think so. I think you gotta be a lot more creative to manage to put the same concepts on stage as you could do in film. Not to say that people who do film or like directors for films are like less creative. It's just you don't have to be as creative. You can get away with other stuff, but there are definitely people like who could be like who could master the stage and film and do both, but saying it's inferior is just bullshit, basically. Or film is the best form of entertainment. I'm sorry. When do I get to date 5 beautiful men on a movie screen? I don't. Thank you. So, my Otome games are the superior form of media. Personally. Anyway. Lots of people also say that anime is unrealistic drivel for children, so they refuse to acknowledge it as worthy. I'm just gonna stop you there with Makino! He better just smack you in the face for I know we're not saying that herself. She's like, a lot of people think that, but I want Makino to be like, how dare they? Yes, that's exactly it! Yeah, I'm with him. He's so angry about this. Anime's achieved worldwide popularity and carved out a cultural space of its own. Those movie buffs have no idea what they're talking about. I know, it's for kids, it's cartoons. I'm gonna like, games are for kids. Excuse me? Children should not be playing these dating games, especially the adulty ones where they get some, like, inappropriate CGs that we also can't show on YouTube. But you know what I mean? Like, good God, that was... Nuh-uh. Whoa, okay. How dare they apply such reductive logic to anime and its infinite creative potential with pithy concepts like realism? I just don't understand how someone can be so close-minded. That foreign live-action remake was bound to flop. Don't get me started on the no-name rookies they put in those things. I can't Calm down, Makino! Take a deep breath! I heard someone say all that before, you see. I love his little sad shame face. He's like kind of ashamed of his outburst, but he's just sad because he knows damn well this is how he really feels. You're asking a lot if you expect me to believe you. He awkwardly avoided my eyes, and I suddenly remembered something. Yeah. I can't find these anywhere in the city. They've got a whole pile. And with no cap on how many you can buy, too. Should I buy them all? No, that would make me no better than a scalper. Oh, right. It's all coming together. That must have been a character from some anime. Hey, Makino? What? Instead of working with live-action film, would you rather direct anime? Forget you ever heard me say anything, please! But, I don't know who or where you heard that from. Be quiet! Okay. Better not say a word to anyone else. I have my own reasons, okay? Uh-huh. I don't think it's something he really needs to hide. Maybe there's more to it, though. Because he's an otaku. He'll make fun of me! It's like, shut up, I like playing Otome games. It's okay, we need more boys who do that in these games. Alright, so about the short film? I'll come up with a filming schedule, so please keep working on the script. Great, got it. As for the story, come talk to me when you come up with a story. Goodbye. Hey! The heck? He shooed me out. Makino pushed me back into the hallway and slammed the door shut in my face. Glad he's lively again, I guess. You know, I think I saw a side of Makino I shouldn't have. Like, we're talking about anime, and he's just so, like, he's like, yeah, come back when you have a script. Huh? Like, mad and defensive now. Because we know he's an anime nerd. Aren't we all a little bit of an anime nerd? Come on. Is it really worth it for him to keep that buried inside? There are loads of animated movies these days. Even if the production methods differ, I'm sure the creative spirit's the same as with live-action film. Curious about it, but now's not the time. His attitude toward film and his father are much more important here. What happened between father and son? And also, there's things to be said for, like, the animated movies versus live action, but, like, again, like she said, they differ, and the production's similar in how they're produced, but instead of having live actors, you have to deal with the voice actors. You have to make the characters and the voices kind of match. You have to animate everything. And, like, back in the day, when everything was hand-drawn and you didn't have any CGI, like, come on. That's fucking talent. I'm just saying. All different types of, like, entertainment media have their own like pros and cons. And like no one is better than the others. It's just a matter of what you prefer. You're like, I prefer books. Cool. Somebody else might prefer movies. Somebody else might prefer playing games. Like, it's fine. There's no like, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. We can all get along with our different choices of media, okay? Or entertainment. As long as it makes us happy. That's what matters. And you're not hurting anyone else in the process. Okay, don't be a dick. Anyway, I think we're about out of time because like I had to stop and like do because my recording software kind of crashed or whatever. But so I'll have to put those pieces together. But I think we're there, so I'm gonna stop here and we will continue the rest of this later. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.